I'm going to make it easy pot pie. I'm not going to make it from scratch. I'm not really feeling it today. So I've got 1.5 cans of cream of chicken soup with just about 1/4 can of water. I just watered it a little bit. Then I've got 3 cans of small 8-ounce vegetables, but you could put carrots. I don't want carrots. I'm not really crazy about the carrots. So I'm putting green beans, which I cut in half. Each one of them I cut in half so they're smaller, more bite size. And corn and sweet peas. You could put carrots, put onion, whatever you want. I've got another 1/2 can of the soup. I'm going to try to get 2 deep dish. I think these are deep dish. They looked a little deeper than the other ones, so they didn't say whether they were, and I let them thaw out. And I'm going to try to make 2 out of this recipe. And then I got a rotisserie chicken, a whole rotisserie chicken that I ripped up. I might have to put a little more soup mix, which I think I am. And I think it's going to make 2. And you fold it in. You don't stir, fold. In fact, I think I'm going to use this instead. And I think I'm going to add more soup. I got 2 of everything, just in case. Yeah, I think I want mine a little soupier than this. So I have some more. I'm going to add it. Usually I make my own, filling. I don't know if you really want to call it soup that I make, but, the milky part of it. I just don't feel like it. I'm still not feeling great. But I'm going to put, so that's 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. And a little bit of water. Okay, I'll be back to you in just a minute. Okay, like I said, I'm making 2. So I have 2 things of crescent rolls to put on top. Now, if you only want to make 1, don't just use 1 can of soup. Not as many, not as much vegetables and not as much chicken. But you want it kind of gooey, gooey enough. So that's 2 cans, but they came in 2s, these. So why not just do 2? So then we're going to put that filling in there. So I'll get back to you after I fill them. Okay, so I'm almost done filling these. It made 2, so a whole rotisserie chicken, 3 cans of 1 each of a small can of corn, green beans, and peas. 3 cans of them, 2 cans of a soup mix, with probably I ended up with 1/2 cup of water by the time I added more water. They say not to add any water, but I like mine a little, gooey. Then we're going to put the crescent rolls on top. Usually, like I said, I make my own filling and the gooiness, the milky, but I just wasn't into that. This is going to last us for a while. Look at this. And what I did with full chicken, 2 cans of soup, made 2 of them. So there we go. That's going to be good. Then we're going to put the crescent rolls on top. It didn't look really, really neat when they did it. but here we go. You're going to take the fat end and put it to the edge. Just put them on there the best you can. This isn't any contest, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to cut some of them to fit. I'm just going to put them to the edge. And if I have any that I didn't use, I'm just going to roll them and make, you know, the croissants themselves. We're going to cover this with tin foil. And we're going to cook it on 350 for 20 minutes covered with the foil. Can you hear my dog in the background begging? She's such a beggar. You know, just do some patchwork if you have to. Just so the top is covered. I'm going to melt some butter and butter the top. I forgot to do that. Forgot that part. So that's one. You know, just cover it the best you can. It's not going to look beautiful, but it's got a patchwork kind of look to it. I think they go better if I put them closer to, I don't know. Just do the best you can do. My oven's ready, but I'm not. I've got to melt some butter. So you just melt the top, the butter, and brush it all over the top. I'd asked Gene to do that for me, but he's not feeling well.
Do what?
Melt butter.
Melt butter.
It's okay. I'm almost done here. Okay, I'll get back to you. Okay, so I got some melted butter. I'm going to brush it on. On top. You can see what I'm doing here, all on the top. I just got generic brand pie shells. That's why they didn't tell me if they were deep dish or not, but I could tell you they were. They just seemed deep when I was putting them together. Okay, then we're going to take a piece of aluminum foil and cover them up. Put them in a 350-degree oven for 20 minutes. This is what they say. If I change the timing, I'll say in the caption. Okay, so they don't look beautiful, but they're going to taste good because you know croissants taste good. They're a little sweet, but they're good. And we're going to take and we're going to cover them. See, this is just much easier than making everything from scratch. I didn't have it in me. We're still sick over here. Not as bad, but Gene more than me, but I was having a bad day today. Got a headache, and I've had a headache almost every day with this COVID crap. Okay, so we're going to put them in a 350-degree oven. First for 20 minutes, uncover them, and then do another 20 minutes after you uncover to brown them.